I have to go down to the banner. I need something from the desk.
Isn't it a little late in the afternoon to be going to the office?
I promised Briggs I would bring him this file.
I see. Clint,
Viki.
Go ahead, you first.
We have to talk. We have to talk, Viki. This silence is just making things worse.
I know it is. The only problem is, when we start to talk, we start to argue.
Well, the only problem I have is in not knowing where I stand with you. I need to know the truth. Am I losing you to Roger Gordon?
Knock, knock.
Oh, Sarah, come on in. Just what the doctor ordered.
Bo's gonna come and pick me up soon. We're gonna go over and see Max's new place. I just wanted to stop by and see how you're doing. Today's the big day, isn't it?
Yeah, well, as soon as Larry signs those discharge papers, I'm history.
Daddy, it's so good to have you back.
You didn't think a little poison was going to stop me, did you?
Look, just do me a favor, okay? Don't hang off any more cliffs for a while. Megan and I definitely can't take it. And I should let you know, Megan has a very serious recovery period planned for you. Lots of healthy food, lots of rest, no overdoing it. Dad?
Sarah, there's something I have to tell you.
You want to just cut the preamble and get right to the point?
All right. I'm not just leaving the hospital. I'm leaving Llanview.
Okay, Gabrielle. Nice and slow. Just put the gun down.
I wish I had a mirror so you two could see your faces. What are you so frightened of?
You mean besides the fact you have a gun pointed at us?
Oh, you thought I was going to use this, pull the trigger and kill you.
So what are we supposed to think? You've already proved yourself as a potential killer. Max was very lucky not to lose his head last night when you smashed him with that vase.
That was an accident.
Oh, really? You were just rearranging the furniture in your living room and Max's head happened to get in the way.
I never meant to hurt him.
Is that what you're going to tell the police after you pull that trigger?
You know, I know you're dense, but even you, I thought you could work it out. The reason why I brought this gun to give to Max.
You brought that gun to me as in you were going to give it to me?
Of course. In case you haven't noticed, you live in a very rough neighborhood. There are bums on the street, in the doorway, these punks on the corner. I mean, I'm sure this is their favorite joint, and if my son's gonna live here, then I want him to be protected.
I am here to protect him. Now, you listen to me, Gabrielle. I realize this isn't the best of neighborhoods, but I'm not going to have a gun lying around here that's asking for trouble.
And I doubt seriously that all the hoodlums in town are gonna wait for you to give them an invitation to come inside.
Whatever happens, happens. I am not going to contribute to the slim possibility of there being violence by having a gun behind my bar.
Oh, whatever happens, happens. That means you admit there could be trouble.
I'm saying it's possible. If anything does, I will handle it in my own way. Now, come on, you are in no shape to be handling a dangerous weapon. Give me the gun before anyone gets hurt.
You're leaving Llanview for good?
Yeah, well, as soon as I wind up my business here, I'm heading for California.
California? Why?
I don't know why that should surprise you. When I first came here in the first place, it was to try and get you and Megan to move out to California with me.
No, but I thought you've come to think of Llanview as your home. I mean, haven't you felt welcome here?
Well, the point is I need to revitalize EnviroCare. I need to open an active office again out in California. And who knows, maybe I can even talk Miss Lovett into running it for me again.
This has nothing to do with EnviroCare or offices or California or Miss Lovett, does it?
Look, I told you, I've always wanted to move to California.
You're not moving to California. You're leaving Llanview.
Well, it's pretty hard to do one without doing the other.
I think you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. I have to leave Llanview.
Because of Viki?
I'm not going to lie to you, sweetheart. I'm sure you know how I feel about Victoria.
Megan told me about a conversation that you had with her after you got out of Paterna. I know you love her.
I always have. I'd like to stay here. Let's be your friend.
I'm sure she wants that, too. I mean, after all, you two share a daughter together.
No, it just wouldn't work out.
Why?
Because my love for her is too strong, and I can't control it when I'm around her, and it causes her too much pain.
Because she can't return your love?
Yes. When I was dying, she tried to give me strength and hope. But before that, in Eterna, I had the sense that the feelings we shared 25 years ago were beginning to resurface.
Well, I don't think that should be such a big surprise, I guess.
Now, this is causing a lot of confusion in her life.
It can't be that easy for you either.
No, but it's creating problems in her marriage.
Dad, has she...
Now, I know she loves Clint. She'd never leave him, and I wouldn't want her to. So the best solution is for me to get out of their lives.
What, sacrifice your happiness for hers?
I don't look at it as a sacrifice.
Daddy, it must break your heart to think of leaving her.
Your dad's a tough old bird.
Yeah. I wish your daughters were half as tough.
But we're going to keep in very close touch, huh?
It's not going to be the same, Dad. Look, I want you to know this is going to be hard on Megan. She's going through a really tough time right now.
But she's already accepted Viki as her mother. They'll both be better off with me out of the picture.
I wouldn't be so sure. Dad, as tough as it's going to be for Viki if you stay, it's going to be a lot tougher for Megan if you leave.
Oh, darling, please, you have to believe me.
Wait a minute. I've been running this over and over in my mind, and I need a chance to say it.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
When I lost my temper yesterday, it was inexcusable, but when you said that a part of you still loved Roger, I guess I just saw red.
I don't blame you. If you had just let me explain,
Well, yeah, yes, I know, but that would have been the sensible thing to do, but you know me, I never did claim to be sensible. And once my temper kicks in, I shoot first and ask questions later, and I don't know what to say except I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if I broke the box.
I glued it together. Don't worry about it.
I know that it has a lot of value to Roger and to you. Maybe that's why I threw it. Maybe I was trying to break the bond between the two of you.
I think you're probably reading a bit much into it. I think you were angry and you were hurt. You needed to let go of that. I understand that.
You know, when I got over to Pa's yesterday, I finally came to my senses, and I tried to call you. I wanted to apologize, say I was sorry, come over here, pick you up, take you back to the barbecue. Heron said that you'd gone to the hospital.
Yes.
Why? Megan call, or Sarah, or Larry? Some kind of medical crisis?
No. I just wanted to talk to Roger.
I see. Why? To get back at me because you were hurt and angry?
When have I ever tried to get back at you?
Well, I was hoping that maybe you had made some kind of exception last night.
Why, so my childish behavior could validate yours?
Well, look, if you didn't go... If you didn't go over there out of anger or out of some medical crisis, I guess it just means that you went over there because you wanted to be with Roger instead of being with me, your own husband.
Oh, Clint, please.
Please what?
Stop this.
Stop what? Stop being childish? Damn it, Viki, every time I turn around, you are putting Roger as your #1 priority and everybody else is second, a distant second.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, yes, it is true. And it's been true ever since you found out that you and Roger were childhood sweethearts.
We were a lot more than childhood sweethearts.
Well, that's for damn sure. You had a daughter. But she's in your past, Viki. Why can't you put everything else behind you?
Because it keeps intruding on the present, just like that box that Megan brought out of Eterna. That's what I went to talk to Roger about.
Fine. What the hell is so important about a box full of memories?
Well, darling, what did the doctor say? Everything okay? You okay? The baby okay, huh?
Michael, would you relax? Everything's fine. The doctor is pleased that both the baby and I are in perfect health.
Oh, good. Right on schedule. No problems?
No problems at all. In fact, the doctor said he saw no reason why we shouldn't have an absolutely gorgeous baby.
He actually said that?
Well, the superlatives are mine, but the sentiments are the same.
Oh, an absolutely gorgeous baby is what he's gonna be.
Or she. Are you happy?
I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
With news like that, I don't care what problems we have at the hotel. Mrs. Grande, we have nothing but a bright future in front of us.
I agree with you 100%, Mr. Grande. And would you please stop worrying about the hotel? I am positive it's going to be a huge success. In fact, I'm expecting a 4-star rating by the end of the summer.
Now, that's what I call confidence.
Well, why not?
Okay, boys, roll it, please. I'm standing here with Michael Grande, the owner of the Llanview Grande Hotel, and his wife, Alicia. Mr. Grande, would you mind spending just a few minutes with us? I was wondering if you wouldn't mind.
Well, that's funny, because I was wondering if you might spare us your company and stop hounding us.
Well, as soon as you quit ducking me and the viewing public.
My husband is not ducking anything.
Please, is it true that ever since the disastrous second opening of your hotel, that the guest register has had more wide open spaces than a Texas prairie?
No comment, Miss Kramer.
But there are lots of jobs on the line here, Mr. Grande, jobs that belong to the Llanview citizens, and I think that they have a right to know if you and your wife are planning to bail out of this unsuccessful venture.
This is not the time or the place for a television inquisition, Miss Kramer, but I will go so far as to say that I have no intention of selling my hotel.
My sources tell me that you only own the hotel on paper.
Beg your pardon?
Isn't it true that you're keeping the hotel afloat with large sums of your wife's money? Would you care to comment?
No, I would not.
No, that's enough. Turn the cameras.
Don't touch
Turn
the
the
camera,
cameras.
please. Leave
Turn
my
up now.
crew
No,
alone.
you leave me alone and you leave my wife alone, or I will slap your face with a lawsuit so fast you won't know what hits you.
All right, Howie, cut tape. I think we have enough for our story. Thank you so much for your help. This way.
She should work for the intruder.
Michael, please.
How does
Try to calm down.
How does she know that you have inherited a fortune?
Well, it wasn't exactly a secret. I mean, when my father died, almost every obituary mentioned his great wealth.
But nobody knows that I have ever used any of it for my business ventures. That is a well-kept secret.
She was probably just trying to antagonize you.
No, there is something wrong here.
Michael, it's not important. Just forget about Melinda Kramer and her wild speculations.
Is it speculation? Or have you continued subsidizing the hotel after I asked you not to? Have you?
That box contains Roger's baby shoes and some pictures and some papers.
Baby shoes? That's why you had to break and run for the hospital?
Roger has hated his father for 25 years because of what his father did in Eterna. That's all he has had. Hatred and shame and guilt because he couldn't stop Danton Gordon.
You told me that Danton Gordon was a complete monster.
Well, so he was, but apparently it now turns out he was capable of caring for his family. He did feel some love and affection for his son, and I thought it was important that Roger know that.
After 25 years, what difference would another 12 hours have made?
None. None, I suppose. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I should have told you I was going to the hospital. I shouldn't have gone. I reacted emotionally. I am truly sorry.
You forgave me. I guess the least I can do is forgive you.
No. I need a lot more from you than forgiveness. I need understanding from you. I need you to understand that I love you. I love you. I love the children, and I love our life and our home and our work and everything, but most of all, I love you. And I know that these have been very confusing times, but I would never jeopardize our marriage.
I knew that the words you said to me on our wedding day were not empty words. I knew that they were meant to last forever. You know, I really don't want to leave. But I did promise old Briggs that I would take this file to him, and you know Briggs. I'll try not to be long. If I get stuck, I'll call you.
Okay.
Sweetheart, don't make this any harder.
I'm sorry. I know you've already made up your mind, Dad. It's just that I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too. But it makes it easier for me to leave knowing that you're gonna be happy with Bo.
Ecstatic is more like it.
That's good to hear. I know you've been hurt by love in the past, but instinct tells me that Bo is a decent, honorable man. He's gonna be very good for you.
No, he's already good for me. He's more than good for me. He's kind, and he's considerate, and he's thoughtful.
Handsome.
Yeah, he's handsome, too. Mostly I love him. And he loves me, too.
Well, he sounds like the perfect man for you.
Well, I don't know if he's perfect, but I think with a little training, I'm going to be able to teach him to pick up his towel and quit hogging the covers. I forgot to mention to you that I'm living with Bo temporarily.
Yeah? Oh, well, I don't recall a conversation on the subject.
No, well, it's just that it happened so suddenly. And not that we weren't heading in that direction, we were. It's just that we wanted to take things slowly, you know. I guess nature just took its course, and we...
What?
No, you know all that rain that we've been having? Well, there was a leak in my roof, and it did a lot of damage to my room, and Bo asked me if I would move in with him temporarily, you know, and I did feel that we were at the point in our relationship to take that step. You don't approve, do you?
No. Listen, you're a grown woman. It's not up to me to approve or disapprove. But I just don't want you to be hurt either. I mean, this is a very big step, and I want you to be sure that it's the right one.
I have never been so sure of anything in my life, Dad. Bo and I are going to be incredibly happy together. I know it.
So do I.
Bo, I was just telling Dad how we're living together.
Roger, I want you to know I love Sarah very much.
Oh, by the way, her eyes light up when she talks about you. I'd say she loves you, too.
So does that mean you approve?
Just promise me that you'll take care of my little girl.
You have my word on that.
Well, you were on your way to Max's, so why don't you two go on and have a great time?
Oh, no. We'll wait until you're released, and then we'll take you home.
No, that could be a couple of hours. I'll take a cab.
We can come back in an hour.
No, go on. I'll be all right.
Okay. Bye. I'll see you later.
I'll call you later.
Okay. Do you mind if we stop at my office? I have to pick up something for one of my patients.
No problem.
Hello.
Roger, it's Viki. I need to see you right away.
Viki.
Please, it really can't wait. I'll be over just as soon as I can. Bye.
Thank God.
I still don't understand what all the fuss is about with an unloaded gun.
What?
I've got the bullets right here.
You mean they're in your purse the whole time?
Of course they were. They were safe there.
Megan, would you excuse...
It's okay. I gotta do some things.
Thanks.
I'll be back in time for the opening.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Of course I am. Why shouldn't I be?
Well, that was some stunt you just pulled.
What are you talking about? I brought you a gun. What's wrong with that?
Gabrielle, you didn't just come in and hand me a gun. You walked through that door and pointed a gun at the two of us.
Max, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
Michael, please don't be angry with me.
We made promises, Alicia. No more secrets, no more
I
lies.
was only trying to help you.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence. It's very touching.
This has got nothing to do with a lack of confidence in you. I was sure you'd be able to make the hotel a success. But, darling, I wanted everything to be perfect when the baby was born. I wanted you to be able to concentrate on us instead of worrying about business. And let's face it, time was running out.
Why didn't you discuss this with me?
Because I knew that you'd refuse the money. I was going to tell you. I just wanted to wait for the right time.
And when was that? When the story aired on television?
I was being selfish, and I ended up hurting you. I'm so sorry. I should have known that Melinda Kramer would do everything in her power to embarrass you to up the ratings. And now I've made you more vulnerable to her harassment.
No. Bo Buchanan is behind this. I bet you he gave her carte blanche to go over to that hotel and bribe any employee she wanted to get information about me.
Michael, no.
Oh, yes. Nothing would suit him better right now than to publicly humiliate me like this. The family couldn't convince Viki to press charges, so now they are doing everything they can to ruin me professionally and personally.
No, I honestly think it's Melinda's obsession with the ratings.
It is the Buchanans.
Darling, we've got too much at stake here to become embroiled in a never-ending feud with the Buchanans. Our future, our home, our baby.
Are you asking me to just forget about it?
Why don't you show them that you are the better man by dropping this?
I didn't start this. They did. But I intend to finish it. Now, come on. I am taking you home. Come on.
Come in.
Roger, where are you going?
Well, as soon as Larry signs my discharge papers, I'm a free man.
So soon?
I'm fine, but you look a little shaken, is it, Megan?
No, it's Clint. I had a discussion with him. And I ended up lying to him. I mean, it was a lie of omission, but it was a lie. I hate myself for it.
What did you keep from him?
What do you think? The fact that you and I were married 25 years ago.
Viki.
I know. We promised we were going to keep it a secret, but I can't. I cannot keep this from him.
Viki, after you left last night, I realized what a burden that secret would be for you. So this morning I did some discreet inquiring, and I discovered that it would be very easy to prove that our marriage isn't valid.
Are you saying now we're not legally married?
No, what I'm saying is if you took this to court, the court would rule that the marriage certificate isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Well, then we have to take it to court, and we have to have it proved that our marriage is legally invalid, all right?
Why bother?
Because I want this matter put to rest once and for all. I never want my children's legitimacy questioned.
It never will be, but why drag your loved ones through a court procedure when it's not necessary?
Oh, Roger, I know you're right. I mean, I suppose I don't know what to do.
I've made your life terribly complicated, haven't I? Well, that just makes me realize that I've made the right decision.
Why? What do you mean? I don't understand.
I'm going to get out of your life forever, Viki. All the trouble I've caused you will come to an end. Viki, if I stay in Llanview, it'll only cause you more pain. Please, I know what I'm doing. It's the best solution for all our problems.
No, this is the best solution for all your problems. You run away to California, and you leave me here alone to face the consequences.
I'm not running away.
What would you call it? What would you call it when someone walks into your life, turns it upside down, and then turns around and disappears and vanishes without a trace?
I'm doing what I have to do because I care for you, Viki.
No, if you cared for me, you'd stay here. You would face the facts, and you would help me resolve them.
What facts?
Well, the fact's that even though we may not be legally married, we loved each other dearly 25 years ago, and we have a child. We have a daughter who needs us, a daughter who is desperately trying to come to terms with the fact that I'm her mother.
She's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle it without me.
Well, how is she going to feel about your leaving town? Roger, you have a responsibility to your children, Megan especially.
I also have a responsibility to you, and that concerns me most. I can help Megan whether I'm here or I'm in California, but the only way I can help you get on with your life is to walk out of it.
Fine, then walk out.
I'll do just that. And we can pretend that we never had a past together. Now that we've burned our marriage certificate, that's exactly how I feel. Our marriage never happened. Viki, please leave.
No, we can't end it like this. We can't end it in anger.
Sometimes that's the best way to make a clean break.
I don't want to.
Viki, just go.
I can understand why you're upset about your father deciding to leave town all of a sudden. But from what you just told me, I think his reasons are pretty valid.
Sweetie, I'm not saying they aren't. I just think that he's oversimplifying the situation.
In other words, you think that he's running from his problem.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's leaving Viki here to deal with all these problems herself. Then he's going to run off to California. And, of course, while he's in California, he's going to be kicking himself for not being here and helping her with the problems that he thinks he's caused.
Well, Viki's a strong woman. She and Clint have a strong marriage.
Strong enough to survive this?
Oh, believe me, they've been through some difficult situations in the past, and they're going to get through this, too.
I don't know. It just worries me. What was that for?
I'm just demonstrating to you the power of love. It's the same love that's going to get Clint and Viki through this. Just like it's the same love that's going to keep us going.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure. I think I need another demonstration.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Let's skip Max's party tonight, okay? Let's go home.
Oh, home. I like the idea of that.
I like the idea of you liking the idea of that.
I changed my mind. I love the idea of that. I love you. But I think we should make a brief, very brief appearance at Max's.
How brief?
Very brief, maybe an hour?
Half hour at the most. And then we...
You drive a very hard bargain, Bo Buchanan.
I'm sorry, Max. It won't happen again.
Don't apologize. You've obviously been keeping your feelings all bottled up. And I say if the dam's gonna burst, then let it.
No, I have to pull myself together. I don't want you to think of me as an unfit mother. I don't know what came over me. I swear it's not gonna happen again. Sturdy and reliable, that's...
Hey, don't start putting up that facade. If you're upset, then let it out.
You're not gonna keep me from seeing Al, are you? Please, Max, don't tell the judge what happened yesterday, please.
Gabrielle.
Look, if you do tell him, then he's never gonna let me see Al. I know that. Please don't press charges, because I never meant to hurt you.
I know that. And I also know how much seeing Al means to you and how much you would miss him.
I already miss him. I went into his room this morning, and I realized he wasn't there. But I really realized that I wasn't going to be the first one to see him when he woke up in the mornings. And I wasn't going to be the last one to kiss him goodnight and give him his favorite bedtime story.
I'm not going to deny you the right to spend some time with your son. It wouldn't be fair to Al if I didn't. It would be fair to you.
And you're not going to tell the judge what happened?
I'll make you a deal. You don't come in here brandishing any more firearms, and I won't press charges.
And you won't let me see him?
Next time, bring his favorite bedtime stories, not a six-shooter.
Oh, Max. Oh, my goodness, thank you.
Gabrielle, don't.
Max, I just wanted to show you my appreciation.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're trying to do.
Look, it's okay. You don't have to worry. I know the line that's drawn between us, and I have no intention of overstepping it. But you have given me the most wonderful gift, and I want to show you how grateful I am to you.
Gabrielle, are you all right?
Michael, what are you doing here?
Megan called and said you were very upset. She was real concerned.
Well, I can understand she was, but I'm fine now. Thanks to Max.
Oh? I got some things to take care of. I'll leave you two alone.
Megan says that you held her and Max at gunpoint?
There's been a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? You had a gun pointed on them? Why?
I don't know. Something came over me. I brought the gun here to give to Max. Truly, I did, because I wanted him to protect Al. Michael, you don't think I really meant subconsciously to hurt Max or to hurt myself?
I don't know. Just be thankful that nothing serious happened.
I am. I'm very thankful to Max. He is so understanding and generous. He could have just thrown me out of here when he got the gun.
Well, you still look a little frazzled. Why don't I just take you home? Huh?
Thank you. Thank you for understanding.
Where do you think you're going?
Michael was taking me home.
Well, don't you want to see your son? Kelly just brought him back from the park. Go on. Go upstairs, say hi. Unless you don't want to.
Of course I do.
Stay with her if you don't mind. Suit yourself.
Max! I don't recognize the place.
You've been here before?
Yeah, it's only on business. Good luck.
Well, thank you, and thank you for coming tonight. I mean, I can't tell you what an honor and a pleasure it is having our illustrious district attorney as one of our first guests for this very humble establishment. Oh, and of course, Llanview's sexiest TV personality.
Never thought you'd notice.
Uh-huh.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thanks. Hey, listen, you two, bar's open. Enjoy yourself. I'll be back. Talk to you later.
Okay, thanks. Sweetheart, it's already been sold.
I'm just checking out camera angles.
Oh, you planning to take some pictures?
The camera crew's gonna come a little bit later.
The camera crew? What? You're planning to cover this on VLE?
Didn't I tell you that when I asked you to be my escort?
What? No, you didn't tell me that. Don't you ever slow down?
Oh, why should I?
I don't know, to smell the flowers or something.
Oh, I have allergies. And I hate bees.
There are other reasons to get up in the morning. Are you sure all this work is healthy for you?
The healthiest thing for me right now is to make a name for myself in this town. Come on, Herb. I'm Dorian's sister. We're a lot in common, especially when it comes to liking people to stand up and take notice.
Even if it means stepping on a few toes?
Well, if that's what it takes.
Whatever happened to the Melinda Kramer I used to know?
Well, either you never really knew me, or I'm the new improved model.
Some improvement.
Cute place, huh?
We live in a cute place. Now, don't forget your promise. Half hour max. That's how long we stay here. Then we go home, we have dinner, we have dessert.
Where's Max? I wonder where Megan is.
I don't know. She must be around here somewhere. Why don't you look for her, and I'll go over and say hi to Max.
Hi.
Austin, I'm so glad you're here.
Any particular reason?
Let's step over here where we can talk. Oh, Viki, hi. Heron let me in. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm delighted to see you.
I was just looking through the box of things. Why haven't you given it to my father?
I told him about it.
Oh, he must have been very touched that his father kept all those mementos. Or did it just bring up sad memories?
Both. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it's created a very serious problem for me and for your father.
Baby shoes and photographs? I don't understand how that could create a problem. Viki, I know that my father is still in love with you and that it must have been very difficult for you to discover that you were in love with him years ago. But isn't there a way to resolve things?
Your father's solution is to leave town. He's moving back to California.
No, he can't leave. I need him here. Sarah needs him.
Yes, well, I tried that argument, but he's adamant. He thinks that you and I can work things out on our own. I hope we can. I think we've made some progress. Hopefully we don't need a referee any longer.
No, I can't accept that. And I'm surprised at you. How can you let Dad just walk out of our lives like this?
Well, Megan, it's not my decision. It's your father's.
Well, there is a way. I mean, there must be something that you can do or say to keep him here.
Yeah, there's one way. You know what it is. Is that what you want me to do? You want me to give up my marriage to Clint? My life with him? My family? And restore my long-lost love with your father? Megan, if that's what you're asking me to do, I can't do it.
What's this?
It's a list of doctors, all the best in their field.
Oh, Sarah.
Austin, look, I know you told me that you didn't want to see any more doctors, but these are experts. They may be able to diagnose what's wrong with you, maybe even prevent you from losing your sight.
Sarah, could you please just keep your voice down? I don't want anyone to know about this.
Austin, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed of it. It's just... Look, it was real sweet of you to put this list together for me and all the trouble you went through, but there are no experts in the world who are going to stop what's happening to me.
You need help.
Yes, I need the kind of help to prepare me for the changes that I'm going to go through, the kind of help that you can give me, the kind of help that you promised me that you would stand by me. I don't need a list like this. I just need you. And I need to know that I can count on you.
You can count on me, Austin. Always. Well, this looks like a festive occasion, doesn't it?
Yes, an occasion that we were not invited to share.
Yeah, well, that's fine by me. Let's go now. Michael, come on, let's go.
Yeah, not until I take care of this
No,
joke.
Mike.
Having a good laugh about the day's events, are we?
What are you talking about, Grant?
Oh, come on. I know you sent Miss Kramer here over to the hospital earlier to make a circus out of my private life.
Do you have any idea what this guy is blabbing about, Melinda?
I don't care if you attack me on your two-bit television station, but I will not have you taking pot shots at my wife.
Hey, I don't know what your problem is, but you take it somewhere else.
You're a coward, you know that? You send a woman to do your dirty work, and you attack my wife to get at me. What's the matter, Bo? Are you afraid to deal with me more directly? Maybe you like hiding behind skirts.
If you think that I'm asking you to give up Clint and the children for my father, well, then you don't know me very well.
I think you love your father very much. I think you would do just about anything to keep him here.
Well, yes, if this was a couple of years ago and I was as self-centered and childish as I was then, maybe I would have suggested something like that. But I know better now.
Your father told me he still loves me. I tried to get him to change his mind, Megan, but he's determined. He feels he's protecting my life at the expense of his own.
Well, that's my father. He's always putting everyone else before himself. Sarah thinks that makes him some sort of saint. I think that's one of his worst character traits.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're the key. You convince him to stay here because you need him.
I can't do that. He's going to know that we talked. He's going to be on the first plane to California. Besides, I just spent this whole past year trying to convince him that I was independent and resourceful and that I didn't need anyone.
I hope you don't blame me for this.
No, no, of course not. I just don't understand how he made this decision so quickly. I mean, doesn't he know that he's not a threat to your marriage? Why can't he just accept what you tell him?
Oh, Megan, I wish to God you had never brought this box out of Eterna.
Well, what is in this box? Viki, tell me.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Whatever happens between you and my father affects me, too. I'm your daughter. Maybe I can help.
No, your father and I will work it out.
How? By having Dad leave town? Is that going to solve this problem?
No, no.
Okay, well, then you said that our relationship was getting better. I feel that, too. But you have to trust me.
I would like that so much.
Then trust me now, Viki.